Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter exponents and square roots. The lessons we're going to cover today are evaluate negative exponents, square roots of perfect squares, half-life and population doubling, understanding negative exponents. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. And I'm on grade 6 math. The chapter we're on right now is exponents and square roots. The next lesson is we're going to start with the lesson evaluate negative exponents. For exponent -1. So you can make the exponent positive by writing the uh, number in the denominator. Like you have 4 exponent 1, you can write it as 1 over 4 exponent 1. Now the exponent is positive. So any number have the exponent 1 is same as the number that is 1 by 4. Let's just start with the test questions. 2 exponent -4. First thing, you have to make the exponent positive by writing it in the denominator. So 2 exponent 4 times means you have to multiply 2 4 times. So that is 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. That is 1 over 16. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. 4 exponent negative 4. You can write it as 1 divided by 4 exponent 4. The first thing is you have to make the exponent positive by writing it in the denominator, right? So that is 4 exponent 4 means you have to multiply 4 times. That is 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 16 is 256. That is 1 over 256. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate 2 exponent negative 2. 2 exponent negative 2 means that is which is the correct option. That is 1 over 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. 4 exponent negative 3, which is the correct option. The first thing you have to make it to the exponent positive. That is 4 times 4 times 4. So which is the correct option? That is 1 over 64. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4 exponent negative 1, which is the correct option. That is 1 divided by 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4 exponent negative 2. 1 over 16. Option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. One exponent negative 1. That is 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. 1 exponent negative 1 is 1. Whatever number it is, that is exponent of 1. The correct option is 1. 1 exponent negative 2. That is 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. Three exponent negative 4 is 1 over 81. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is square roots of square of perfect squares. What is the square root of 0? Square root of 0 is 0. Whatever exponent of 0 it is, the answer is always a 0. Square root means like the square root of the number, you have to find a number that is multiplied by itself, right? Let's just start with the test questions. For example, square root 36. So you have to find a number that when multiplied by itself makes 36. So that is 6 times 6, right? You can write it as 6 square. So we know that 2 and square root cancel out each other. We are left with 6. So that is square root 36 equals 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the square root of 81? That is 9 times 9. That is 9 square, 2 and square root cancel out. We are left with 9. That is option number 1, 9 it is. That is not half of the number. The number multiplied by itself makes the square of the number. Square root 9 equals, that is 3, option number 2 is the correct option. What is the square root of 100? 10 times 10 is 100. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the square root of 16? The square root of 16 is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is square root 4? That is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is square root of 0? That is 0. Square root of 0 is 0. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is square root 1? Square root 1 is 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is half-life and population doubling. A colony of 10 bacteria doubles in size every 460 hours. What is the population? Be 920 hours for now. So you have the 10 bacteria and they doubles their size after 460 hours, right? You have to calculate how much bacteria are there after 920 hours. So first you have to see in 920 hours how many times they double itself, right? So divide 920 by 460 because it doubles itself after every 460 hours. So 920 divided by 460 is 2. That means they double until 920 hours, they double itself 2 times, right? So start with 10. 10 times 2 times 2. 10 times 2 is 20, 20 times 2 is 40. That means after 920 hours, the population will be 40 bacteria. Right? Let's just start with the test questions. How much of radioactive kind indium will be left after 4 hours if the half life is 2 hours and you start with 32 grams? Okay. How much radioactive kind of indium will be left after 4 hours if the half life is 2 hours? Okay, so half life is 2 hours. After 2 hours, it will left half. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. That means 2 times it will be halved. So you have to divide 32 divided by 2. That is after 2 hours. And you did in 4 hours. 4 hours, it is 2 times. So 32 divided by 4, that is 8 grams. That means after 4 hours, indium is left 8 grams. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 8 grams. You have 960 grams of radioactive kind of yttrium. If its half-life is 50 minutes, how much will be left after 200 minutes? So you have to divide 200 and divided by 50, 5 times 4, that is 44. Sorry, that means 4 times it will be passed through its half-life. So divide 960 divided by 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Dividing by 2 means that is getting half, right? So 960, 4 times 2, 8 times 2 is 16. 6, that is 60 because 16 times 6 is 96. So that is 60 grams. Option number 1 is the correct option. The half-life of a radioactive kind of thallium is 2 minutes. How much will be left after 6 minutes if you start with 64 grams of it? So 6 divided by 2 is 3. That means until 6 minutes, it will go through 3 half-lives. So 64 divided by 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 64 divided by 8 is 8 grams. The correction is option number. That means 8 grams. It is option number 2 is the correct option. Town double its size after every 21 years. If the population is currently 10,000, what will the population be in 63 years? So 81 years, right? So let's see how many doubles it will be in 63 years. That is 21 times 3. That means 3 times it will be doubled. So 1,000 times 2 times 2 times 2. Because it is doubling, so you have to multiply it by the 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 10,000 is. That is 80,000. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. A half-life of a radioactive kind of sodium is 3 years. If you start with 56 grams of it, how much will be left after 6 years? So, which is the correct option? In 6 years, the half-life is 2 times. So, 56 divided by 4 is 14 grams. Option number 2 is the correct option. 14 grams it is. No, not 28. 14. 6 divided by 2 times. A colony of 20 bacteria doubles in size after every 16 minutes. What will be the population in 32 minutes from now? So it will double itself after every 20 minutes, after every 16 minutes. So 32 divided by 16 is 2. That means until 32 minutes, it will double itself 2 times. 32 divided by 16, that equals 2. So 20 times 2, which is the correct option. That is 80. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete it today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is understanding negative exponents. 5 exponent negative 6. You can make the exponent positive by writing in as a fraction form. The numerator, that is 1 is the numerator and the number with a positive exponent is denominator, that is 1 divided by 5 exponent 6. Let's just start with the test questions. That is 9 exponent negative 6. So you can make the exponent positive by writing it in denominator. That is 1 over 9 exponent 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is option number 1. 1 over 9 exponent 6. 1 divided by 7 exponent 3. So you can go the opposite way. Here the exponent is positive. When you write it in the numerator, it will be 7 exponent negative 3. Got it? Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 7 to the power of negative 3. 5 exponent negative 6, which is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option, 1 over 5 to the power of 6, which is equal to 1 over 8 exponent 6, which is the correct option. Option number A is the correct option. You can write it in the numerator with the negative exponent. Option number A is the that you can write 8 exponent negative 6. 1 divided by 5 square. Option number 2 is the correct option, which is equal to 2 exponent negative 5. Option number C is the correct option. Okay, you can. We're done with the lesson. Okay, so we were working on grade 6 math. Chapter we're working on is exponents and square roots. The lessons we have covered today are ex- evaluate negative exponents, square roots of perfect squares, half-life and population doubling, and understanding negative exponents. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box. I am here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.